Hi, and welcome to Wrong Way. And this is Michael Bochen, and this is his amazing, totally maxed out, pimped out Xiaomi M365. And this is also the third episode of Pimp My PEV. So let me tell you more about it. Before we start this episode, comment below how many miles do you think this Xiaomi has, or kilometers. Okay, you commented? Good. And now Bochen can answer you.
5,8 thousand kilometers.
5,500 kilometers in around 1.5 years. And you can see that there's not a lot of stuff that is left stock in this scooter. And the cool thing about it is that it looks good. It's like not some kind of homemade DIY stuff that looks lame, but something that looks really nice and integrated in this scooter. So let me talk you through this scooter, and maybe we'll start with the most important thing, which is the extended battery. So you can see there's a second layer underneath the M365, and it looks actually pretty good. It also has this nice thingy up in the front. And this was 3D printed for Michael by b0ch3n Miasto. Maybe you can even we can look at it from the bottom. It looks like stock Xiaomi, but he has an additional battery pack of 6.8.
Yep, 6.8.
6.8 amp hours in the scooter. So this M365 actually has more range than a M365 Pro. The watt hours here is around 525 when it comes to my calculations. Naturally, the software is also modded, so top speed is anywhere around like 32. You could go faster, but it's honestly not worth it.
No, it's not.
Not worth it on this scooter. So 32 is the top speed here. How many kilometers do you think is the range?
I think it's about 40.
Okay, so the most important thing is, in my opinion, the battery pack, really nicely integrated and charges just from the same charge port. And here you can see that he actually put the 10-inch tires into the scooter. So this is the same size as the 9BOT Max, giving you a lot more comfort and a lot more stability. So I had a small ride on this scooter, and you can feel the difference. The only thing up front he modded is this small addition, so water is not sprayed over this part or anywhere else, and he did not need to mod the mudguard anymore to fit the 10-inch tire. In the rear, you can see that there's a small extension that has been printed by Hulaj Market.
Yep, you did.
Cheers, Łukasz. And so the whole construction of the rear mudguard is a bit higher to accommodate the bigger 10-inch tire in the rear. You can see here right away there's also naturally a must-have in the M365 world, which is this support here. It's 3D printed, and Michael told me that he had a lot of these exchanged. Anyhow, moving on, there's also a better brake. So this is the X-Tech Zoom, I believe, and it's semi-hydraulic. So it's easier to brake, and also the brake line here is modded to be a better quality Shimano brake cable. And there's also a bigger disc, which is from the Xiaomi M365 Pro. So yeah, it's easier to brake with this scooter, and it brakes really fast. When it comes to the driving column, you can see it's all, has some vinyl or printed stuff here, so it looks cool and you can't see it because it's camouflaged. And there's also a 1600 lumen gas urine light that is absolutely awesome, And I hope that Michael also sends me pictures from the night rides to show you guys how this thing illuminates the night.
Basic XIAOMI lamp, and this is Gasiron. First is the max, and a little bit disco. Don't try it at home.
This is like so much more powerful than anything else that you can get like stock on a scooter. And this also works as a power bank. And you can see there's also this eye of Sauron right on the driving column. So it's a 3D printed mount, and this is a Samsung Gear, or was it? This is the SJ camera. So it's around 200 degrees. So it will basically record everything that happens like until this line. So this is just for safety purposes in case anything happens. Michael is on the safe side. 64 gig card inside, and this is what makes the ride safe too. So, you know, always keep cameras on your devices so you know if something happens, you're on the safe side. He also had to install new grips because after 6,000 kilometers, or I don't know, 3,000 kilometers, these were worn out. So this is the second set, and it already looks a bit used. And one more important thing is this folding mechanism. It has a stronger bolt here, and it also has stronger screws. So this whole thing is not as loose or as it's just much more stronger than the stock Xiaomi version. Can you show us how it folds?
It's quite easy. Like this.
Yeah. And just like stock Xiaomi. Boom. And most importantly, this part here is made of steel, so this won't break. This is the part that usually breaks in the M365 scooters. And again, the beauty of this beast, this Xiaomi, is that everything just looks so stock. There is no, you know, cables hanging around, or I mean, even the battery compartment looks like it was stock. But for a person who knows the scooter world, he will definitely appreciate the mods that Michael has on this scooter. And one more thing I forgot to tell you is that he actually had to CNC machine this part here for the brake, because obviously these, the X-Tech Zoom brake, semi-hydraulic brake, wouldn't fit on the regular mounting of the M365. All right, but as Bochen told me, this is not the end of the mods. He has just two more things he would like to install, which is a M365 Pro dashboard here, because obviously he can't read the speed here, which would be useful. And by the way, this button is also waterproof. And the next thing would be suspension on the front part, because, you know, the rear one would be just quite expensive, but front suspension would be something he likes to add. And you might ask, hey Adam, why would you just keep using such a scooter instead of buying a, I don't know, Wolf Warrior or something else? And the answer is, this is just super light and plain simple. Michael can just, you know, lift it so easily, and this is what he needs for his daily commutes. This is what is practical for him. So I think definitely there's a huge market and a huge demand for this kind of electric devices, and it's awesome that he also improved all, you know, the parts or all the specs that he needed to suit his needs. So, you know, very cool. So if you're still here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to see more content like this. I'll see you in the next episode. See you soon.